monster song, right,
Yeah.
Frank?
Yeah, hey guys, welcome back to thepublicrecord.com. We are here kind of doing...
Bored out of our mind.
Yeah, not enough to do over here. Really just still sorting through, refining all the submissions and the additional tracks that have come in. We're pretty much in mix mode though. One of the things I want to show you, focus in a little bit on this intro. Some of the components of it.
And who inspired what specifically?
Exactly. One of the main things that I think sets a tonality is what Kevin Slack did with the organ.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent work. But what we did was we took your part and came up with this as kind of more of a simplified version, kind of a derivative of what you've done, Kevin. I'll play it for you here.
Very cool. And we had to simplify because there's a whole string arrangement and everything going on now.
Yeah.
You know, so you start to thin things out a little bit just so they can work in the mix, right, Frank?
Speaking of strings, it was Fairchild, Mark from Canada,
nice.
Who inspired the string arrangement for the intro here.
Oh, and by the way, we are not biased. We love more than just Canadians over here.
I think there's more Canadians on TPR than are Americans.
Well, there's more Canadians in LA than there is Americans.
In all of America?
No, I said LA.
There's more Canadians in LA
than Americans.
Really?
No, it's about 20%. About 20% of Los Angeles is Canadian content. That's a fact, Frank.
That is a fact, apparently.
You and I helped make that 20%.
Yeah, 2 onto that. So the string arrangement. Let me just play here.
Yeah, it was inspired by Fairchild, and D versus E both really contributed to that, didn't they?
Particularly the intro here, Mark. He kind of set the pace here. Let's listen to what we have.
Very nice.
So basically you can see we've parted out the strings. There's a violin and viola solo. There's some staccato viola, cello, staccato cello. We got more of a general string, full orchestral arrangement, and then we got this brass that kind of fills in the low end, basically doubling the bass. It's kind of what our arrangement runs, and we're going to actually play a little bit in the chorus. And the chorus is really came from D versus E submission. So he
played so many amazing things, so we just ran with it.
It really just kind of was the catalyst for this whole full arrangement, string arrangement. Play a bit of the chorus here.
So don't think I'm not inspired to go get an entire orchestra to do this song now, folks. It's just so amazing.
There's a really cool moment that happened. Actually, we drove it from the trumpet.
Oh, Chicote's from down in Mexico.
Chicote's, not Cody, but Chicote's.
Yeah, Big Monkey was like, Cody's plays trumpet too. He's like, yeah.
I mean, he needs to be good at anything else. That guy, he's amazing.
It's like the Justin Timberlake thing. It's like you want to hate that guy, but he can do anything.
I don't want to hate him. He's great.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Cody. I meant Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. So let's. Check out the trumpet part. That really, I mean, this trumpet.
Cody rules.
This trumpet was carved out in Melodyne, but essentially, it came from his performance. So check out the trumpet.
Awesome.
So what came from that is this.
Yeah, but we start with the trumpet and then all this
string line here.
bumpy, right? Just awesome. So excited about it.
Let me see. There's a couple moments here.
Frank and I have both been tag teaming these strings all week. It's just been
Karen
like
started
crazy.
the arrangement, taking the submissions and kind of extracting cool stuff and kind of running with it. And then I kind of filled in the gaps. Most of it was done. It's good sometimes walking in, someone with fresh ears, to pick up where somebody has left it.
Well, we do this with a lot of the stuff we do, right? Frank, is just like we rely on each other for the fresh ears.
It's cool because you don't. You can always have fresh energy, and normally you'd have to put it away and then approach it the next day, whereas you get someone else coming on it right away.
And guys, this is a big lesson that Frank has taught me, because I used to just sit down in front of a rig for like 16 or 18 hours straight, and I was like, I'm not getting up until this song's done. And he would teach me about taking breaks and just how valuable that is. I can actually get a lot more done with having that fresh take on things. Let's go through some more of these strings
let's play the second chorus. There's some cool moments in there that I think is worth just soloing, because I mean, you'll be able to solo these when we post the final stems.
Right, these guys are going to have all these stems.
But the mix itself, it's funny, you do a lot of work with details and an arrangement, but once you get it all crammed in together, it's just part of the texture more than it is something. So it's kind of cool to be able to highlight this for you.
Cool.
Okay, second chorus here.
Our general philosophy with strings too is that if you think about when you guys are programming strings at home and doing things, you got to really think about the range of each instrument and make sure that, a violin is, you don't have your violin sound doing something that's lower than what it can handle. Now, a lot of plugins won't let you go lower than that, but if you think realistically about what each instrument is capable of doing, and then when you go to program it, it's going to come off a little more realistic, and especially if you can break it up like this.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest advice that we could give you about getting sampled strings to sound real is to put in the time and do each part. And this is actually pretty consolidated. We've have some sessions in the past where we have first and second violins, several tracks, all solo instruments, several different violas, cellos. All these things all part of, like, it gets to be like 20 tracks of active strings. Now, we pared a lot of it down in the MIDI to arrive at what we have here, but essentially this shows you what can happen, and each of these were a separate MIDI track that was on a separate session that we mentioned yesterday.
Right. Cool. Is there any other strings that we want to show them on here? Maybe in the end chorus?
Do we have time for...
Yeah.
Okay, let's... maybe the post-chorus. I think the post-chorus at the very end is really special.
In a good way. That's going right into the Then There's Z at the end of the song. Very cool. Well, we thought we'd take you guys through some of the strings today just to show you what inspired it and where we went with it, and to let you know just how enormous that task is and why Frank and I are literally hiding out.
Yeah.
But we feel really great about the song. It's a really awesome song. We're excited to show all the stems and everything with you, share those stems with you guys. And of course, we will get this mix up to you very soon. Something we like to do is really take the mix out in the car, go for a ride, and go around town and stuff, and listen to it in a few different environments too. So we'll make sure that it's all sounding really good before we get it posted for you guys. But for now, we'll sign off, Frank, and talk to them tomorrow.
All right, guys, rock on. We'll talk to you soon.